Katalman Komiks Issue number 4 March 2015 Chapter 4 The Wrath of the Tayho Michaelangelo {{{PhoenixFerrer}, Storyteller Rean June Amadeo Ferrer, Illustrator. The Tayho is the local Hiligaynon terminology for the Tikbalan, /Tikbalan/, also Tikbalan, Tikbolan, or Warhorse, is a creature of folklore said to lurk in the mountains and forests of the Philippines. It is a tall, bony humanoid creature with the head and hoofs of a horse and disproportionately long limbs, to the point that its knees reach above its head when it squats down. See the Halima feature number 004. Historical accounts. There were also ghosts, which they called Vibit, and phantoms, which they called Tikbalang. Father Juan de Plasencia, Customs of the Tagalogs, year 1589. 450 They greatly fear and reverence the Tikbalan or Bibit. This is a ghost, goblin, or devil, and as it knows the cowardice of these Indians, it has been wont to appear to them in the mountains now in the guise of an old man, telling them that he is their Nono, now as a horse, and now as a monster. Consequently, the Indians in their terror make various pacts with it, and trade their rosaries for various articles of superstitious value, such as hairs, grass, stones, and other things, in order to obtain all their intents and free themselves from all the dangers. Thus do they live in delusion until God wills that the evangelical ministers undeceive them, which costs no little effort, because of the very great fear with which they are filled. Father Francisco de San Antonio, Chronicas, year 1738-44. The Tikbalan is another object of which they stand in great awe. It is described as a phantom, which assumes a variety of uncouth and monstrous shapes, and interposes its authority, to prevent their performing the duties prescribed by our religion. Father Martinez de Zuniga, Estadismo, year 1803. Zuniga, Martinez. Historical view of the Philippine Islands. Did you know that? The Linay Sang Katalman is based on the Ang Linay Sang Iloilo, the Lady of Iloilo, is an 18-foot bronze statue installed at the dome of the new Iloilo City Hall. Sculpted by Ilonggo artist, Ed Defensor. Page 1. The Linay Sang Katalman agreed to pardon Isagani by participating in the contest of champions to battle against its regent warrior in the bullfighting pit of the Libertad Grandstand. If he wins, he gets pardoned for unauthorized entry in La Punta and the untimely stealing of the highest Sang Katalman from the Guardians, the quadruple conjoined Ninpa Sang Balon Na Tuboran. Page 2. In the arena of the Libertad Grandstand, the jurors for Isagani will be in the presence of the Katalman Bayanis, the incorruptible Iron Lady, Miriam Defensor Santiago, the reformist journalist, Graciano Lopez Haina, the Mogul municipal councilor, Nicholas Loney, and the freedom fighter soldier, Macario Peralta Jr. He will pit it against the wrathful Tayho. Page 3. The Tayho was a supernatural armed gladiator who entertained the rich denizens in Katalman in violent confrontations with other contenders, wild bulls, and condemned criminals. He was caught by the Stone Eagle Gargoyle Sentinels because he broke into the Ledesma ancestral house because he had a rendezvous with the beautiful daughter of Don Joaquin Ledesma. Page 4. The unrequited love of the Tayho to the maiden caused him his freedom that he is chained and controlled to fight by the enchantment of the horseshoe forged by the Duendes from the mane of the Hayagriva, the deity of the Tikbalan clans. He is an exiled heir prince to the royal throne of the proud warrior-like Tayho clan in Katalman. Page 5. The Tayho began entertaining the spectators of the Libertad Grandstand by battling against a wild charging herd of bulls, with one powerful lift and thrust sending them scattered. While Isagani watched in awe with the staggering muscle power of the Tayho. While he catches a glimpse of the mane of the Tayho, with the two thickest of these being of particular importance in taming the monster. Page 6. The moment has come for Isgani to face the ripped Tayho in a solo combat. The monster was 14 feet in height compared to his average stature. One of the noticeable features of his opponent was the 4 appendage arms. Isagani holds firm the magical scythe that the Linai has armed him to use against the Tayho. Page 7. The Tayho sends a foursome arm smash on the platform where Isagani stood as he was able to anticipate the initial attack swiftly. A sudden localized earthquake was felt as the monster stamps his hoofs on the ground, and a side foursome punch follow-up that sent Isagani to fall on his knees, but his grip on the magical scythe showed his unyielding attitude. Page 8. Isagani was watching how the Tayho fights, studying his moves and realizing that the giant-sized monster was all muscle power but lacked agility. He feels a rush surge of power as he launches towards his opponent. Isagani was a pro sport athlete in javelin throw and pole vault in the human world. With the thought, the magical scythe transformed into a long-handled bamboo arm weapon that extended itself, allowing him to harness his high jump technique, aiming to climb the monster's head to grab hold for the two thickest Tayho main sharp spines. Page 8. Isagani recalls what the Linai Sankittelman said, that whoever obtains one of these spines can use them as an anting talisman, to keep the Tayho as his servant. The Tayho must first be subdued, however, by leaping onto it and cutting it. The would-be tamer must then hang on while the creature flies through the air, fighting madly to dislodge its unwelcome rider until it is exhausted and acknowledges its defeat. Or you can look at his mane and you will see 2 golden hairs, and if you pluck one of them before he/she eats you, they will serve you until you die. Isagani was victorious in cutting one of the golden hairs of the Tayho, and the monster was under his behest. The Tayho acknowledges that the mortal man, Isagani, possesses the ability to summon his aid by using the 1 golden hair. The Linai Sankittelman has provided them tickets to ride the train to Bagong Banua to seek help in locating the missing Highest Sankittelman stolen by the Cubit. Next, a bloody ride and encounter with the notorious fiend in a killing spree. We are dying to introduce you to Maria Lavo.